Smithy with the Popo Backyard Farm, and we're getting ready to get some winter stuff done here. And one of the things that we like to do is to have a winter kit in the car, because everywhere we go it takes like an hour, and this way we have like an emergency kit right in the car. And so I wanted to shoot out some ideas for you guys and some thoughts, and you guys can just chime in and let me know if you have a winter kit, what else I could put in mine, what you put in yours, and that type of thing. So let me start with sharing you some of my thoughts, and you can chime in and give me some direction as well. Okay. First of all, I want to have in my kit, as I'm preparing it, jumper cables. I want to make sure that we have our winter tires on. There's also a tool called the self-jumping device, and I want to look into see what that is in case anyone else knows what it is. Flares. I want to make sure that we don't go anywhere this year without at least a half a tank of gas in the car. If we get below that, I want to make sure that we fill it up. Cat litter, a fully charged phone, snacks, water, a tow rope, a scraper, a shovel in case we have to shovel ourselves out. I know one time I got my car stuck, and I was so thankful I had a shovel because I was able to shovel my tire out. Blankets or Mylar blankets. If possible, a two-way radio. You don't want to have cotton blankets. I know I want to have some blankets because they say cotton kills, because cotton can soak up the water. You need to have something like a wool blanket or something that's not going to hold water. Let's see. I want to make sure that when I go someplace that I tell somebody, like if I'm going to go, Clay and I are going to go, say, to someplace kind of far, that make sure that other family members know, so if we don't come home right away, they'll know. Fire starters, paper towels. Now, if you have kids, I also have this thought, that if you have children, because I wish I would have thought of this when my son was little, you could even have some practice runs with your kit. You can say, okay, we're going to do winter camping for an hour or something like that. And you could pack games and blankets and everything that you think you need in case you miss something, then you know. So that's kind of an idea that I kind of thought would be fun. You want to have an AM, FM crank radio, a plug-in heater. I heard about these that plug into the heater. I have to look up and find out more about that. If you know more, please share. A tarp. And I think it's good to run some practice runs too. So maybe Clay and I might, when we get someplace far, we might just kind of live out of our little camping things just to see if it works out in case we do get stuck, There's 3 rules. There's a rule of 3 that, in case you haven't heard it, I want to share this with you too. It's 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Chances are that's not going to happen, but say we're driving down the road and it's a bad snowstorm and a snowplow comes along and throws more snow on us. I mean, we live up in upstate New York. If you have ever seen some of the videos, there has been insane snow up here. I mean, it's just insane. But we're used to it, and up here in the area, they're used to the snows. We have the plows and everything, but we want to be prepared. I want to have my Bible with me, because that's a good time to be praying and reading God's Word if I get nervous. Believe it or not, hypothermia can actually hit you at 95 degrees at your body temperature. So you want to make sure you stay nice and warm. So it's not a bad idea to have extra gloves, mittens, and all that in the car too. I mean, luckily for me, I have a van, so I can make a nice big pack, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Hiking boots, lots of hiking boots, gloves for work in case you have to change a tire, and also ones to keep your hands warm. Let's see. Also, too, this might sound funny, but toilet paper in a bucket, if you know what I mean, just in case. And rain suit, if you have one, to keep you dry. Lots of things here, but I want to make a nice big one. A blizzard kit is basically a whistle, a LED light in case you have to get help, Also, lots of hats because 95% of your heat goes through your head. You know, oh, out it goes. First aid kit, like a big first aid kit. Wet wipes, personal medication in case you're gonna be, you know, in case you know, for some reason you're stuck there for a day. I mean, winter is really bad in upstate New York. I heard that there was a compact shovel that I'm going to look into. Just throwing some ideas out to you guys. Let's see. There's also things that you can actually boil water with, and like tin cups and things, and I want to look into that. And so just in case you want to do your research to get your blizzard kit going. And let's see. They say too to put your batteries in your flashlights and things backwards so they don't run out of juice, so in case, you know, you end up using them, then when you need them you don't have them. If you have kids or even adults, lots of travel games, because, you know, if you get bored or scared, that kind of can calm you down. You might have candy, like I have low blood sugar, so candy will give me the energy. I said paper, pen, cell phone adapter, duct tape. And you can make a fire with your jumper cables. I'm looking at some notes there, guys. So if I'm going up and down, so you can make a fire with your jumper cables, like if you put them together. Something we don't suggest, but in emergencies, you just need to know that that could happen. There are something called stormproof matches, if anyone's ever tried that, you know. If you are able to get like the emergency military food, which I'm looking into possibly getting some of that. You can have that available as well. So if you need to, you know, get some energy and food, but it is good to have some dry foods in there. If you dehydrate, you know, that's a good place to put some dehydrated fruits and things like that, so you have some energy. And hand warmers. And there's also something, it's called an emergency car handle, in case for any reason you're frozen inside your car. You can like hammer your way out. But those are just a few thoughts on, you know, just kind of getting ready to get my blizzard kit going and to put it in the car. I'm not sure if I'm going to film it when I get it done. I'll probably just get everything together and tell Clay this has to all be in the car, because if we get stuck somewhere, I mean, I know usually people up in our area hit a deer once or twice a year, or they get snowed in. There's lots of things that happen. And so I just want to be prepared. And it's not being a prepper or anything like that, although I guess for me, it's like when our grandparents were older, you know, you have to help yourself so that when you come into that moment that you have an emergency, you're already prepared. You're not sitting there freezing. Like by the time the emergency vehicles get there, you've done everything you can for yourself. And what's the worst that can happen? You have a bunch of stuff in the car. We travel almost everywhere we go. It takes us an hour. So if I want something, it'll be in the back. And then when I get home, I'll just replace that. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. But definitely get that emergency kit going, and get one for your house too, because if you have a snowstorm, you want to be prepared. I didn't mention this, but I'm going to mention it now because my previous video was on water. But put lots and lots of water in there too, because you need to make sure that you are hydrated as well. So I hope this was helpful. Like, subscribe, please share this with your friend, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.